Mental health experts in Nigeria have identified the role of the environment, especially green spaces, as emerging silent healers for those battling stress, anxiety, and depression. This comes amid a global rise in mental health challenges, with Nigerians not spared as the present economic challenges continue to take its toll on Nigerians. HARUNA has more.
Spending time in nature has long been linked to better mental health. Whether it's a stroll through a park, a quiet moment in a garden, or a hike in the woods, green spaces can significantly reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. Experts say incorporating more parks and natural spaces into urban design is critical to reducing the mental health toll of fast-paced city life. Dr. Mariam Omishore Bakari, a mental health coach and physiotherapy enthusiast, says connecting with nature gives one a sense of belonging, which brings them from their busy lives to calmness, peace, and tranquility. This, she says, helps to promote mental state and emotional well-being.
When we are in connection with nature, we are in green spaces, we've gone to the lawn or something, there's something in us that's awakened, which is like, oh, this looks like where I belong. So in essence, it brings us from our busy lives to calmness. It brings us to peace. It brings us to tranquility. So that's how important green spaces are in helping us promote our mental states and helping us with emotional well-being. So the importance can be overemphasized.
According to Dr. Mariam, everyone benefits from access to green spaces. This includes children, the elderly, and also people with mental health challenges. She stressed the need for parents to allow their children to play outdoors, including taking them to green spaces to connect with nature.
If you talk about categories of people that benefit, I would say everyone benefits, I tell you. But yeah, if you really want to like now cone it down to certain categories of people, such as the children. In fact, if I have my way, I would say every home should ensure at regular intervals take their children out.
Environmental and climate justice advocate Nicholas Adeniyi identified rapid urbanization as a leading driver of deforestation in Nigeria. According to Adeniyi, major development projects often begin by clearing trees to make space, a practice that continues to exacerbate environmental degradation. He emphasized the critical role of afforestation in reversing the trend, warning that continued deforestation contributes significantly to global warming, which in turn poses serious threats to public health.
So there is the general sentiment that urbanization is a major cause of deforestation globally. When there needs to be any development project, they would have to fall whatever is on the way. Most of the time, there are trees. So it's important to replace these trees, and that is what has led to the initiative that calls for the need to integrate green spaces in urban planning. So basically, this is to plant trees along with housing, plant trees along with road construction, and all of that. And this is to ensure that the biodiversity that exists there, as whose habitat is that location, are kind of like put in context in these plans to ensure that you protect the biodiversity, you protect the land from further land degradation that might have been caused by these projects.
While commending certain initiatives, particularly in Abuja, for their tree planting campaigns, Adeniyi called on authorities to prioritize the development of parks and community gardens to promote mental well-being and give residents better access to nature.
A major initiative that I can point out that is an obvious example that you can see by yourself and anybody would be the Abuja tree planting initiative, urban green spaces initiative, which was part of the master plan of the FCT. So if you look at areas like Metama, if you look at areas like Asokoro, take an area view from above, you would see like you may not even see many houses. You see a lot of trees. This conscious efforts to ensure that while you're building, you're also planting at the same time.
Many park goers say they feel calmer, more focused, and emotionally refreshed after spending time in nature. While some visit parks regularly to cope with work-related stress or as part of their daily self-care routines.
Yes, I do visit green space, not all the time, once in a while, and I enjoy visiting green space because there is fresh air. Yeah, you can have fresh air, have a good time for yourself.
The reason why I come around is because it helps me to relax because of the green, the fields, just like here, they have something like a lake there. So the atmosphere is friendly, it's relaxed and quiet. So I love coming to the park to relax if I want to think or if I want to figure out some stuff like that.
Visiting parks has been a hobby to me because it has no limited time. I love green areas and especially a place where there is water, the lake view, the greenish, the fresh air. It all means a lot to my health. So I do visit parks often.
I visited this park last week, Sunday, based how my friend invited me to come and see how Jabi Park look. So as I come to the place, I see a lot of different things where children are climbing horses, others are riding bikes, but there's some problem in other places where the environment need to be maintained. If it should be possible, it will be more encouraging if the place can be maintained so that it will attract others to come.
These personal stories reflect what research has already confirmed. 85% of people say they feel more relaxed after spending time in green space. 76% report lower anxiety levels, while 92% believe green spaces are essential for mental well-being. Beyond reducing stress, green spaces foster community connection and a sense of belonging, while acting as havens of peace in an increasingly stressful world. As experts advocate for greener cities, one message is clear: nature is a vital part of healing and living well. AISHA HARUNA reporting for Trust TV.